everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Discovering Insurance Show with the Malaysian Insurance Institute, where we discover the roles of the insurance industry from the very leaders themselves. We've had many exciting guests on our show. Please be sure to check out our previous episodes to see. And today we are joined by a very special guest, Miss Chow Jac Ki from Allianz Malaysia. So, Ms. Jac Ki is the head of Agency Business Acquisition and Development at Allianz Malaysia. She was given the opportunity to pursue her studies abroad with a scholarship offered by an insurance company, actually. And she studied in China for over 4 years. 4 years, right? Yeah. And right afterwards, she began her career in the insurance industry. And right now, she specialized in the formulation and execution of recruitment strategies. She successfully pulled off long-term key projects for the company she's worked for. And she is very passionate when it comes to everything insurance, because it does not only fulfill her passion, but it also gives the opportunity for her to make people achieve their greatest potential. And hi Jac Ki, how are you?
Hi, Iru. Nice meeting you, and of course the team working behind the scene. Thank you very much, for this great opportunity.
Yeah, me and the team would like to thank you so much for taking the time and joining us today. So how has it been? How's it been since the pandemic hit?
I think, of course, life changes a lot, and especially the way how we live, the way how we work, and especially nowadays, right? Things actually moving very, very fast, and of course, with the help of digitalization. So the way how we engage our customer basically more seamless. The way how we approach our talent basically get much easier and transparent because of this pandemic and because of the transformation of digitalization. And of course, I do enjoy the period now. It is because comparing to 2 years ago, we don't know what to expect, and we do not know how to react the situation, especially, the way how we work. So after 2 years, I think now, I mean, not just me and most of my colleagues, my friends, and even my agency force, right? They are now, in this hybrid mode where, they can leverage digital to do things through online. And not just limit to face-to-face, but rather expand more opportunity right now, even pandemic. So I would say even right now, right, with the endemic that we just lifted, right? So basically, we see more opportunity for us to reach out more people and of course more talent.
Yeah, exactly. I think we found out like how flexible can we go with our daily lives and our work actually. Yeah, so let's get right into the first segment, which is the rapid fire questions. First and foremost, how would you describe your job?
My job, I would say exciting, but yet challenging. Why? It is because my job required to deal with people every day, and different types of with different types of background, all walks of life. So even though quite challenging, but I do really enjoy. Why? Because my scope basically, pretty much right. When people talk about recruitment, of course we need to go out and hunt for talent.
Yeah, true.
And of course we need to formulate the strategy, and most importantly is the execution to basically help our agency force to go out and hunt for not just customer but also talent at the same time.
Yeah, and you expand the company as well as expanding to find people to sell
Exactly.
your products. Yeah.
Because when we have our company, Allianz as a brand, to continue the legacy or continue to build on this branding, we need people. We need new, but just like you, Amiru, right? You just joined this industry
Exactly.
I think 2 years
exactly.
back then, right? So we need more and more young talents to join this industry and continue to help us to carry the legacy, and also continue to help us to basically share the importance of getting protection, especially time like this.
Yeah, exactly. So before we go on, anyone who's watching, please feel free to leave your questions down in the comment section, and we will go through the questions throughout the show. Okay, so next question. What do you do on a daily basis for your job?
My job?
Yeah, on the day-to-day basis, how can you explain to the viewers?
Basically, I would say it's a very, very tight schedule. And because of my job nature, basically, since morning when I wake up, I need to meet people. So usually my schedule will be packed with, of course, meeting, and not just meeting. The interesting part is I will basically need to visit my business partner, whereby it's our agency force. This group of agency force, right, is very, very important for us, is because we alone, we will not be able to reach out to the customer or to reach out to the public to share the awareness or share the importance of getting protection. That's where every day, right, my job or my task is mainly to go out and also talk to the agency force and to engage with them. And not just that, internally, I also required to basically, when we want to drive initiative, right, we also will require to build relationship with other respective department, such as, for example, product, such as marketing, such as actuarial science. Why it is important? Because together, we don't actually see we are from different departments.
Yeah, exactly.
But together, we are basically carry the company goal with the end in mind and with the mission. We will need to work hand in hand. That's where we also need to play a role that engage our internal department, not just external, like our agency for our customer, but engage internally with our stakeholder to run the business. So if you ask me every day, I will say very interesting, because I get to see many different people, and I get to talk to many people that is, as a layman term, people from front end to the back end. And this is where we learn, and eventually we grow when we deal with people. Where all this thing, right, all this soft skill set, right, where you couldn't learn in just a simply training that is on paper. It's not theory, but rather you get to experience yourself, and eventually you get to basically sharpen your people skill set through you talk to people.
Because you in a company, you have to work together to move towards that one goal. You can't just work solo, basically. Okay, so next question, it's part of the last question. What do you think are the personality traits and strengths that you need to handle your job?
Okay, I would say before I answer this question, I would say, right, many people will thought that, I need to be smart enough to basically attain this what do you call that, this position, or I need to be attain a higher level of education, only I can do this job well. So I need to get many certification, only I can do this job well. Actually, all this actually is the misperception. Why? It is good that for you to attain all this certification, or this is good if you do really smart, right? Of course, you have the traits, you stand a better chance to achieve or learn what you can learn. But the most important traits, basically in this career, right, or rather in this job, right, is basically the consistency to pursue and to execute what you can value add to the company and also to your stakeholder. And the perseverance, consistency is very important. If you ask me, the only thing that always keep me moving is never give up. Never ever give up, because sometimes we tend to easily give up, and we thought that we are not good enough to do the thing. But actually, you will start to see yourself growing where you never give up, and you keep actually trying and getting the right formula with the right people together with you.
That's very relatable, because you can actually apply that to your daily life.
Yes,
Actually,
yes.
You can't just give up something if you've only done it a few times. You gotta keep doing it. You gotta keep practicing.
Yes, I think this is not something that is there's no magic pill in the world, right?
Yeah, no,
so
exactly.
many successful people also doing the same simple routine, that is never give up, and not simply take the blame to other people, but rather to review yourself and put another perspective into the things that you are doing, that and then continue to enhance it, and then continue to do it even better. That is more importantly.
Yeah, true. Okay, so we have a question from Mr. Gabriel Lim. So the question is, what fuels you? What drives you?
Okay, again, to me, right, what drives you is still people. Why I'm in this department, or rather I would say this industry, right, it is because people. So for me personally, I feel satisfied when I see people success. That's why I'm in this recruitment department. So it is a long journey, basically, for you to actually see a person's success. But to me, my key motivation is people. When you see people start to improve themselves and you see changes, their life changes, and not in the workplace, in their personal life as well. When you see the development and you're able to observe the development, right, then it makes me actually, whatever obstacle or whatever challenge that you face, right, I'm okay. I will still continue to carry on, and I will still continue to move on. Of course, never give up. That is very, very important. That the task that I need to do every day. Yeah. So to me, people is very, very important.
Yeah. Hopefully that answers your question, Gabriel. And that's a very good answer. You should never ever give up in anything that you do.
Correct. And of course, on top of that, when I mention about people, it's talking about not just motivating people, but in my personal life, that is even more important. I'm very fortunate enough or lucky enough to join this career. I'm given the opportunity because basically me and my brother, we are orphan. So we gotten a chance at a very young age that to get the scholarship from one of the insurance company that sponsor us study for 4 years for free. So me myself, I'm the real life example that get to experience this life changes through insurance and through insurance company. And of course, along when I move, of course, I start as junior, right? So I'm very lucky enough to meet my mentor. My mentor in my life, I think two mentors play very, very important role. That's why I say people is my driving factor. Okay, of course, my mentor number one is Mr. Lim, which is one of my mentor. That is my ex-boss for sure. So from junior that to move up to a senior level, that he taught me how to see things differently. He taught me how to challenge the norm and unleash my potential. So that's where always why I will personally take up any challenge that people will not want to do the task. I will take up because to me more important is the attitude that is keep driving you, and the attitude that never give up. And along the way, right, when you want to do things, you will be able to influence, or you will be able to basically get support from other people to join the team and work against a goal. So I think my mentor is very, very important. And of course, my second mentor will be my current group CEO, Miss Anusha, where brought me here today. That after from a junior move to a more senior level, and now I'm entering another stage where those days maybe when I'm junior, I might be looking at expecting a leader will be actually teach me something, or expecting a senior will be able to transfer the knowledge to me. I'm now at the level or the stage that is, I'm really go through this stage. But now I'm at the stage where I need to contribute to my people around me, irregardless the hierarchy, and I need to be able to learn them and pick them from irregardless whether it's junior or senior, without expecting the learning from the leader, because you can't be expecting your leader to teach you all the time. So I mean, with Miss Anusha, so I learned that people is very, very important, and the traits that I learned from her is mainly how she will be able to work with people that coming from different background, or coming from different level.
Exactly. Like what you said just now, like you never know unless you try.
You try. Yeah, the first step is very important. I mean, sometimes we are too afraid to fail. And at the same time, try to think about it. What is the failure? What is the risk that we are taking? We are not risking our life, right?
You can't learn until you fail, right?
You got to accept the fact that maybe when you first tried it out with the people around you, maybe the success rate is just 10%. Eventually, it will move on to 20, 30, 50. Of course, it will not be 100 for me, because I always will expect a more higher benchmark. It will not be 100% because you need to be more humble and down to earth. That always there will not be 100%, so that you can do more than 100%. That is how I believe.
Don't set a limit for yourself.
No,
you can always go more and more.
Exactly.
Okay, so next question is, what is the favorite part of your current job?
My favorite part.
Yeah, apart from the traveling to other places. Yeah, what's the favorite part?
I think the favorite part will be dealing with different department, that's for sure. And we get the access because of my portfolio, right? I get to access to people inside out, like internal. We have our stakeholder that is coming from different department, and I also get the chance to basically deal with people from external, not just agency force, talent that is out of insurance industry. So what I enjoy the most, right, when the minute I share the career opportunity with the talent out there, and when I share how basically insurance as a tool to help them to manage their financial planning, to manage the estate planning, and I start to see the spark in their eyes that, hey, Jackie, can you tell me more? So that's the part that I enjoy the most, especially when I do the sharing, with people that do not know insurance at all or do not understand this industry at all. Yep.
Okay, all right. That's very interesting. That maybe that could spark an interest to people joining who wants to join the company and meet people.
Yes, exactly. And how we basically do the talent hunting or talent searching, right? Basically, we don't limit a person where, okay, you come in, you just do this position or you do this portfolio. So we don't assess the talent in this way because obviously there will not be one size fit all kind of solution for each of the talent. But what do we then? How do we access the talent? Basically, from our conversation or from our, of course, in our company we do have some assessment tests that you can do it like inner genetic, right? So you can understand where's your strength and what is your weaknesses. So even from there, right, in Allianz, we do have many pathway. That is, if you are keen to become employee, we do have employee pathway. Where if you're keen to become you are in between in the juncture of, Jackie, I'm not too sure whether I want to become employee, but maybe down the road 2 to 3 years time, right? With my experience, I wanted to become entrepreneur, just like any agency manager that is running out there, their business, their company out there, right? We do have another track, we call it hybrid track, where you become our employee and eventually you can start off your own business. So we do have a program we call top program. And we do have another pathway that is in day one, let's say fresh grad or whosoever, right? You already clear with what you want to achieve in the end of the day, right? You want to become a boss or you want to have your own business, right? Yes, we do have a program, we call it CEO program. So the CEO program is basically shape you and actually share with you a structure that how you can become the, what do you call that, entrepreneur from day one. We do pair with all the trainings for you and also the mentorship and of course all the financial support along the way. So in Allianz, we don't actually just have one pathway for the talent out there. We have multiple. It's open. To me, more importantly is talk to the person and then talk to us. And then from there, we can share with you what is the opportunity that actually lies ahead for you. And that there's always many ways to achieve your success. So at the initial stage, you might be not sure what you want to pursue, but talk to the people surrounding you or even us, right? Then to understand you better.
Exactly. True. Okay, so let's move on to another question from Miss Wani. What are your most successful strategies for improving customer satisfaction?
I will not say the most successful strategy. I would say the most workable strategy to improve the customer satisfaction is always the engagement. So most of the time, right, you see, the agent is the one that, if you understand this industry well, right, agent is the first touch point that we train the agent and the agent go out and talk to the customer. So they are the first touch point. So we always believe that the engagement is very, very important. Hence, basically, like last year, right, we do have this free COVID-19 coverage, and we call it WeCare campaign. And as of now, right, unless we are still running that, it is because you see, back then, yes, COVID cases not many, and eventually start to search. So we do have this We Care platform, this campaign to take care of the customer and constantly engage customer by what? By updating them the latest info, or if they need help in terms of mental illness, if they need consultancy, because nowadays, right, people work from home, very stressed, and even, they work overtime and as and when is needed. So we do see the challenge of not just COVID, but also mental health that is very important. And this is also one of the topic that, or one of the initiative that in part of the We Care, that we do provide all this consultation, and we do provide the COVID-19, that is the test and everything. We do send the test kit to the customer. To us, is we need to keep engaged with our customer together with our agent. And actually the journey doesn't stop there. If you look at our company website, we do have company website, is Allianz, under We Care, this program, right? Basically, we keep on enhance and we keep on add on the value add or the service that we can offer to the customer. So I would say, back to the question, right, I would say not the most successful. I would say keep on continue to build whatever that we have already built earlier on, and continue to enhance and continue to value add to the customer by providing more value, to our customer. And even today, we just launched, and yesterday, I believe, many, I think, our Malaysian who work in Singapore that travel back to Malaysia, right, for visitation and whatnot. So we also do provide some what do you call that, additional perks for them if they get protection from Allianz, and they will get 200 ringgit voucher, Lazada voucher, if they get the protection with our company. This is how we constantly engage with the customer, and based on the situation, different situation. Yes.
True. Okay, so next question is from Mikoi. What are your challenges to attract new generations to become insurance agents, which at the same time, more digitalization initiatives made the product available on the go?
All right. So for this question, challenges, of course, along the way, we do have many challenges. So number one question is the challenge to attract new generation. You see, nowadays, young generation, right, Amiru? You actually, you see that there's plenty opportunities. For example, nowadays, like, people prefer to work from home. They can do trading, can do crypto and everything, right? So sometimes they do some part-time. Of course, there will be some challenges. So what we actually intend to do is riding on the digitalization to share more success story, and not just a success story. It's about how the new generation, upon they joining us, right, how they go through the journey, how they attain their success, and what they gain in terms of personal and professional. So if you ask me, challenges will be always there. So in any form of business, you do have challenges, but it's just like riding on the current situation, the digitalization, that we always, that is the best, that what we can do is to feature our talent out there. Just like today, right? That, that is the purpose why you all do this, right? So just like today, that we will constantly to feature our own talent, and to share with them, right, the beauty of this career, the sustainability of this career, and how this career will be able to transform not just you yourself. It's about you and your customer, and eventually you get a chance to basically lead a team. That how you see the progress of your people, I think that kind of satisfaction is rather more important. Okay, so I think the second is about, yes, digitalization initiative make the product available on the go. Yes, for sure. But I just want to point one of the example, like today, if we want to purchase things from Lazada, or online shopping, right? Can I just ask you, do you ever ask question through the online customer service?
When it's late.
When it's very late. But you will still prefer someone will come and handle your inquiry, right?
Exactly.
Not just a robot, right?
No.
If there would be good if person give you a call and to explain to you, the details of the product. So I think this is still talking about whether the agency force is still relevant in this era of digitalization. I would say yes. Why? The of course, many product now is going through online, is putting up online, but we got to understand that not many people get to understand the product easily. Okay, especially when we talk about insurance product, we have life product.
Yeah.
Okay, we have product that is under production. We have general product. We have different type of product. So without the person doing the need analysis, right, without knowing what exactly the customer need, right?
Yeah.
So how would a person go and buy the product?
Yeah.
Maybe he will buy the wrong solution for his for himself. So I would say that things will go concurrently, whereby it is good that we still have product that is online because people can refer and people can read themselves. And at the same time, right, when they still get the customer service of the agent to serve them as a customer, then it's easier for them to understand. So basically, how I see this product going online, I will see as a complementary. It will basically cut short our distributor, our agency force to talk to the customer because they already have a very simple understanding of this product. It's just that they might not understand what they need. So if our agency go out and talk to them and give them the analysis of their need and pair with the knowledge that they already attained early on, they search online, they do their survey, right? Then it's easier for them to make a decision. I would say it's complementing each other. I wouldn't say it's a cannibalization because I still think that being human, you still need people to serve you, and you do want that kind of engagement, that kind of high, high technology and also high touch from the company.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on to the next question. It's from Miss Iza. What is the advice for fresh grad to maintain in the industry and not get culture shock how different the insurance industry compared to what they heard or learned from uni?
Okay, my advice. I started off as a fresh grad as well. So basically, my first job is in insurance as well. So I really get a shock for sure because first time I see so many people and I really don't know where and who to learn. So if you ask me, my advice to fresh grad, of course, first thing, get your mentor. That is very, very important. Okay, get your mentor within the circle or within your network. And most importantly is dare to ask. Dare to ask. Sometimes it is because you might think that, oh, this is a very stupid question. I'm reserved. I'm not too sure whether should I ask my superior or should I ask my senior. So my advice is don't afraid to ask and don't be reserved and challenge the norm. I'm not asking you every day go and challenge your boss. That is not the right way. It's about the way how you challenge your thought that why people will do this thing in this way, and go and understand from people that, hey, why, just like for example today we do this event setup, like why today this event setup we need so many people here and to do the setup. If you don't understand, you can ask them, what is the reason behind, what is the reason that you all want to do this setup or you want to do this event. So don't afraid to ask any question.
True.
Just be frank and just be just dare to ask. Don't limit yourself.
There's no such thing as asking the wrong questions.
No. And actually right now, because you see more and more new generation joining the workforce, and actually the dynamic or the way how senior works, right, or the management work is a little bit different. I would say with the changes nowadays, right, it's no longer about hierarchy. It's no longer about you are my boss. I dare not ask you question. So put away or put aside the hierarchy thing. More importantly is get exposed to yourself and ask question. And most importantly, right, if you do have time, participate as many as possible. Your participation, your involvement in executing things definitely will help you to grab things or to understand things within the industry easier. Yes, that's my advice.
So hopefully that answered your question, Iza. So I think that is all the time that we have for this session. Thank you all so much for viewing. Thank you so much, Jac Ki.
Thanks, Amiru.
I think we learned quite a lot from you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so stay tuned for our upcoming episodes. Me and the team would like to thank you again for taking the time, and yeah, thank you so much, everyone. We will see you soon. Stay safe.
Thank you.